Hey everyone, and welcome to Best Friends Dog and Puppy Advice. My name is Sinead. I'm just going to do a quick video. Should have done this in the start, but it's just to give everybody the lowdown on what this group is about, a little bit about us, and what we hope to do in the future. So, why did we set this up? Well, we noticed that there's a huge influx of people getting puppies at this time because they're bored in the lockdown, and that's fine. But those people are looking for advice now, and they can't really go to the vets, they can't go to a groomer's. And then, it's very overwhelming when you're searching online for different answers to different questions. So we wanted to provide that service to all of you, to make sure that you have somewhere that you can go to ask any question you want without judgment, and then ultimately to be able to help people train their dogs and allow the dog to become part of the family, without having to give the dog up when it all gets too much, because it does, even for me and for anybody. Even if you're like the biggest dog lover in the world, it can still get too much, especially if you're not sure on what to do. So that was obviously one of the drivers behind us setting up that page, was to provide a safe, non-judgmental place for people like you to come and ask questions. But also, we also are aware that, aside from that, let's just say there was no lockdown. In the line of work that me and Sylvia do, we come across a lot of people just really stressed out with various different things, with behavioural problems, all sorts of things, and they just need advice. They need to be able to go somewhere and get advice. So there's definitely a demand there for it, and that's why we set that up. So that's why we set the page up. Who are we? Well, I'm Sinead. I've got 2 dogs, and one's a Bichon, one is a Dachshund. A little bit about my background. I've always loved animals from growing up. I currently work in animal care, and I'm not going to say where. Myself and Sylvia would like to keep that private, for obvious reasons, but we do need to protect ourselves as well, because but anyway, so grooming, I've done a grooming course, basic grooming course, which is really helpful for you guys then, because I can pass that education on as to how to do a basic grooming job on your dog when you're at home. I've done a veterinary nursing internship in a veterinary hospital. This is nothing to do with dogs, but just to give you an idea, I've worked on a piggery, and done lots of different things there. And this is nothing to do with dogs, but it's helpful. And I've done a psychology course as well, and that was a human psychology course. And I'm all about training the owner, training the human, because ultimately that's how you will end up being able to train your dog properly. So that's my background. Sylvia, she has a degree in veterinary nursing and dog training. All in all, she has about 15 experience with animals. So that's our background. Aside from the things that we've done and our work experience and that kind of thing, our interests. So what are we interested in? Me, it's behaviours, anything to do with behaviours and psychology. That's my passion. That's where my passion comes from. That's the driving force in me when it comes to animals. I am just so interested in human behaviour, and the psychology behind our behaviours, and that passes down into dogs as well. And I'm very, very, very interested in that area. So I've done lots of research, and I've done lots of trial and errors and different things, trying to work out how behaviours start and stuff like that. So I will have a lot of videos. My videos will be based a lot around different kinds of behaviours and how to tackle them. Sylvia, again, her interests and passion is very, very similar to mine. The psychology, dog psychology, and both of us as well we're really interested in nutrition and making sure our dogs are getting the right food, and training. So Sylvia, we basically have the same interests. some things might differ, like her home life is different to mine. She has a lot of children, so she can help you with all the stuff with children. She has large breeds, you know, so I've got small breeds. I live in an apartment. I don't have children. So we've very different lives at home, but we have very, very similar interests. So what is our group about? Well, first and foremost, we're a group to give advice. And that advice, we want it to be as quick as possible. We want it to be free. We don't want anything from you. We're not asking you for anything. So it's completely free and without judgment. So quick, free, and without judgment. With quick, we don't want you to have to be searching all over the place on the net. We want you to be able to just pop into the group and ask a question and get an answer as quick as possible. We don't want you to have to go and pay through the nose for training your dog, say, to walk on a leash, when you might be able to just do that yourself. And also, we don't want you to feel like that the things you're asking are stupid questions or anything like that. So we don't want any judgment on this page whatsoever. The other thing about our group is, if we can, like, we don't know everything. We're not experts in everything. We're not even going to claim that we are. But if we can give one person some good advice, that's one person's life made easier, and at least one dog's life made happier. And that's our goal. That's our ultimate goal, is to make your life easier and make your dogs happier. So we will do everything that we can. If we are asked a question and we're not 100% sure, we will not give you advice unless we are 100% sure the advice we're given works and is accurate. If there's something we're not sure on, we will then try and point you in the right direction as to where you should go to get that advice. Again, making it easier for you. So if it's something that only a vet can answer, we're not going to answer that question because it is a medical question. So we'll advise you to go to the vet. And again, what is that? That's advice. It's advising you where to go. It's pointing you in the right direction. Okay, so that's what this page is about. But it's also about all of you. We want this to be a community, a place that people can come, talk about their dogs, ask about their dogs, become friends with each other, and just enjoy yourself. We want it to be lighthearted and fun. You know, if you want to put up a funny post, that's absolutely fine. We're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to be serious. You know, we want to give advice, but we also want you guys to have a little bit of fun at the same time as well. So what the group is not about is advertisements. So, you know, I understand there's a lot of people now that they're, you know, business owners, small business owners, you know, they're kind of in a sticky situation now because of the lockdown. And we understand that they need to promote themselves, and that's absolutely fine. But we just ask that if you want to do that you could do that in another place. This page is not about advertising your business. You know, it's about just people coming here to ask questions, and that's what it's about. So the other thing it's not about is trolling and getting personal or anything like that. If somebody puts up a question and if you think it's a stupid question, and you know, if people start getting nasty with each other, that won't be tolerated. So that's just to cover that part about what we're not about. Now, what is to come? So that's just who we are, what the page is about, why we decided to set it up. And now I'm going to let you know what's going to be happening going forward. Now, remember, we're not even a week old yet, okay? What is it, Tuesday? We set up last Friday. So we're not even a week old yet. So please bear with us. There's obviously going to be teething problems. We have to find our feet. We're getting used to, you know, doing videos like this for the first time. We've never done them before. So please bear with us with that. We are doing our best, and we will try to get to everybody's questions. But what we're finding is a lot of questions are the same. And instead of answering every single person individually, we're trying to compile them questions into topics that we can use in videos, so we can give you the content and answers all in one. Because if we spend too much time answering every single individual question, we won't have time to provide all that content and give you all the other things that you might need. Also, with doing a video, we're talking directly to you, okay? So we're able to, there's not going to be any misunderstanding, which can happen when you're texting, as you know, and things can be taken up the wrong way. So at least by doing the videos, we can talk directly to you and you can see exactly where we're coming from with that. So what's to come? These are just some things that we have planned for you guys. One is live streaming. What we hope to do in the near future is at least once a week do a live Q&A. So it'll be a time that you can pop on and we'll be live and you can ask us whatever question you want. So that's one thing that we're planning on doing. Really excited to do that. I think it would be a great way to give you an answer really quickly, there and then, in real time. So that's one of our plans. Another one is competitions. So we want to get the message out to as many people as possible. We want to help as many people as possible, and we want as many dogs as possible to have a happier, healthier life. So the more people we can reach out to, the better. So we will run competitions, to share the page and things like that, to kind of build up the amount of people that we reach out to. So we'll have some fun things coming up like that, competitions where you can win different prizes for your dogs or yourself. The other thing then is demos. We're planning on doing different demonstrations. So my dog Pierre, I'm due to groom him now, probably in the next week or so. So I'm thinking I might do a video on that, just to show the different techniques that I use while grooming Pierre. So different demonstrations with our actual dogs, so you can actually see how we do things. The other thing then is meetups. So once the lockdown is over, this one is obviously a bit of a more of a long-term goal, because we don't really know when we'll be able to allowed to do this. But it's just to let you know what we are planning, and that's meetups. So we can meet, plan a date and time where we all meet up with our dogs. Could be in the Phoenix Park, anywhere. And we'll arrange these meetups where everyone can come, bring their dogs, get to know each other and have some fun. That's what it's about. It's fun. So that's what we're planning on doing as well. And socialising, we might even organise some, socialising meetups as well, with all the humans. So there's some things that we have coming up. I think that's covered everything. Just if you're watching this on YouTube, why not join our group on Facebook? It's Best Friends Dog and Puppy Advice on Facebook. So follow us there and you can ask us anything you want. If you're watching this on Facebook, please subscribe on YouTube, and that way you'll get notified every time we have a new video up. So that's it, everybody. I hope you have a lovely day and thanks for watching. Bye bye.